Remember, your body is a vessel. Treat it like an instrument. So when it feels out of touch or when something feels off, tune it. You know how you would get a piano tuned? Like you would get any other instrument tuned. It's like there's a necessary tune-up because our body is mainly water, right? And water is affected by frequency. It's necessary that you tune your physical vessel, your spiritual vessel. It's necessary that you keep your body, mind, and spirit in balance. So self-awareness, mindfulness when it comes to your physical temple is super important to know when it's you that's off or when it's outside circumstances that's off. That's so important, you guys. So important to know thyself and know what's going on. All right, to be so in tune with your body that you can feel like, okay, this is spiritual. Maybe it's realizing you need to ground your energy, but it could also be as simple as, you know what, I feel like something's, going on with my stomach, or I feel like something's going on with my shoulder. And you just know, like, okay, did I pull something? Did I sleep the wrong way? It's about being in tune with your body, but also knowing that you are so powerful. Your words, your intentions, your thoughts, the things you envision are so powerful that you can heal your own body. You can heal your body, mind, and spirit. You can attune yourself to higher frequencies. You have that power. You've been given that power. And I think the most important thing we can do as human beings is remember that we are spirit beings first. And remember that our body is just a vessel for us to operate here on this planet. So you are more powerful than the physical vessel you are in. And you have the power to heal that physical vessel. We are not operating at our most powerful selves. And the more you grow, especially spiritually with awareness, mindfulness, you realize, okay, hold on. My words, my thoughts, my intentions, my energy all has power. So if I can manifest bad things happening in my life, if I can manifest good things happening in my life, surely I can manifest health and wellness and strength and energy within my vessel, within my physical vessel, because our cells are listening. Everything is listening to you. So if you take that and you use it properly, you become kind of superhuman. But we are already superhuman. But what makes someone really superhuman is realizing that they have the power to heal themselves and to change their frequency and to timeline jump and to shapeshift. And shape-shifting is really you just shifting your energy. It starts there. So you have the power to change, to navigate this life more easier when you realize this, okay? So understand the brain, understand your spirit, understand the spine, understand the heart, understand the gut. But you have the understanding of all these different elements, along with spirituality and energy healing and all of that. Once you get to those levels and you start putting the puzzle pieces together, you realize this is deep. This really is a matrix. And we are extremely powerful beings. Just have to remember your power. Call your power back and then use it wisely. So while people are using their power and energy to do stupid-ish, use your power and energy to heal thyself, to level up mind, body, and spirit, and to continue growing. I've been getting a lot of messages about like athletes, and I don't know what that's about. I don't know. It was so heavy that I didn't know if there was an athlete watching me or something like that, because you never know who's watching you on social media, you guys. Or if it was just a message that we're all, when you think of athletes, you think of someone who's in physical shape, like someone who's taking great care of their body. Like that's all they do is they train their body. They train out their sport. It's strategy. It's a lot of physical, strength and mobility and agility. And I kept getting that, like this it kind of made me think of like the gods, like superhuman athlete, like gods. And I feel like that's the potential they're trying to show, is that when I say they're spiritually, the spirit guides are trying to show is that we all have that power and potential to be superhuman, like by using our body at its highest potential. Does that make sense? So what they showed me is that everyone is supposed to be agile and flexible and our bodies are supposed to be shaped and toned in good condition, so that we can move easier. And also our diets are supposed to be better so that we can attune to higher frequencies easier, and not be weighed down. So it's very interesting. I'm going to tune in more to see what my spirit guides and angels show me with this message. But it's like they were showing me a lot with the body, and not just the physical body, but the spiritual vessel as well, and how we operate as human beings in this lifetime, how we're not operating at our fullest potential. So, I mean, barely at our fullest potential. And I need to do some deeper research into Dr. Joe Dispenza, because I believe he shares a little bit of that information, more on the neurological side of things, but which is the main key, actually, is understanding the brain and understanding how we can command ourselves to do certain things. For example, if you're becoming tired working out, you can push forward. You can say, I'm not tired, I'm energized, and you realize you have a little bit extra push. I know that sounds very simple, but our brain is that intelligent. Our mind is that we can psych ourselves out. We can literally get ourselves to do things that we thought we could not do. And once again, there's this whole superhuman kind of message coming through. And then they also gave me like visions of water, like people being like in water, kind of like in an incubation, kind of like just incubating in water to be like supercharged and recharged, which is interesting because I know they've given me some downloads on float therapy and how helpful that is for certain people. But it kind of reminds me of the amniotic. Is it the amniotic sac? Am I pronouncing that correctly, you guys? It makes me think of like how we first start off when we're newborns. So it's like almost like a recharging station, an area like this, like water bubble. It's like a water bubble that I'm seeing humans in. It's very interesting. It almost makes me think it's like from the future, but it could very well be from the past, and like ancient technology, which would be future to us because we haven't caught up to the ancients, if that makes sense. So it's giving Matrix, but it's also giving Bubble Boy, but a different vibe. It's like, you know how 11 was in the water, like the pool of salt? It's giving that. They showed me that. It almost makes me think of a scene from X-Files, like superhuman beings being charged in water, which kind of made me wonder, like, okay, is this like people who are these souls that have lineage as being certain star seeds from different planets? Like, what is this? So they just showed me like the recovery process for humans if they were to be completely immersed in salt water, as well as like fresh oxygen. So it's just very like oxygen chambers, which makes me think of Michael Jackson having his oxygen chamber. And hyperbaric chambers. So there's something to this, but it's so much that it's like they want to say, and it kind of is overwhelming when I channel like this, but there is something about healing and rejuvenation. So if you're watching this and you have an injury and you're an athlete, or you really need this injury or this health situation to get better, I say start talking to your body and telling your body you are healthy, you are whole. If you can spend some time in water immersed, for a longer period of time, do that. If you can, I don't know, be, visit a oxygen chamber of some sort, maybe why not try it? But there's something about having the elements heal. I'm hearing using the elements to heal yourself. Now they're even showing me like saunas and steam rooms. So it's just very interesting what they're trying to show me. And when I get more, I'll share it with you guys. But let me know if that resonates for anyone, or if you have any interesting stories related to what I just shared.